we're gonna pick this up again, segment 2 of inviting the horse to come work with us and putting the halter on. Your volunteers will need to go through training programs, and the first thing you need to teach them is basic safety. Horses have nearly 360-degree vision, but it's one eye at a time because their eyes are on the side of their head. So they have 2 blind spots. One is right here in front between their eyes out to about a couple of feet. The other is directly behind their tail for about 6 feet. So for that reason, you don't want to approach a horse directly from the front. When you approach a horse, you're going to get at a 45-degree angle to their shoulder and approach them at an angle. So you're not going in front of them in their blind spot. You're also, if you're going to go behind them, and we're going to do an approach and retreat to get them to cooperate, if you're going to have to circle behind them, make sure you've got 6 feet or more of clearance. From 6 feet to a half an inch, you're going to be in kick zone. So if I'm going to go around the back side of this horse, I want to get my hands on him where he can see me first. Then I'll get as close as possible and stay close to him with my hand on him so that he sees me, he feels me, he knows it's me going around him, and he doesn't spook. So a lot of people are afraid to get that close to the back of a horse, but you're safer that close to the horse in the back than at any other distance. Again, keeping my hand on him, he sees me over here, he knows this is me. My hand is on him, and I'm keeping my body up next to him. I'm actually touching him. There's no daylight between me and him. If anything upset him and he were to kick, he's really not going to get any momentum behind it, and it might bruise a little bit, but it's not going to be a bad kick. Now, if I were scared and I timidly came back this way, and for some reason he wanted to kick, that foot would come up and have this much distance to get force behind it and hurt me, Zoe. So the volunteers need an experienced horse person at all times with you to keep problem horses like baby Zoe from getting in the way, because I was in a vulnerable position there with Zoe coming behind me. If he wanted to kick Zoe, I'm the one going to get kicked. So, and the other thing is when you're inviting a horse to work with you as opposed to trying to catch it, if you're going to catch it, there's all different kinds of ways, but Earl, here, move along, move along, move along. What you want to do is go around. You're wanting to get yourself in position to approach at their shoulder. So if they're walking away from you, you want to keep going in circles, wide circles around them. When they look at you though, they get an eye on you, you stop. And you don't just stop, you stop and take a step away. They look away, you go back and move it into them. Experienced horse handler is keeping this to get this way. So Clem is probably going to let me approach because he's my horse. He may not let Steve approach. He's actually, the position I'm in to him was an inviting stance. I wasn't facing him, I wasn't looking at him. My body language said, I'm inviting you to come to me, and so he did. But that's because he knows me. If Steve were to get in the same position, he may or may not approach Steve. So, you're approaching, and when you approach at the angle, you still don't want to look directly at them. You want to offer them your hand to sniff, because they sniff each other. He knows me. And when they will let you, like I said, if he looks at you, invite him. If he doesn't, then push into his face. The goal is to be able to get at this point to his shoulder and invite him to step towards you. If he doesn't, at least offer him a hand. Don't touch him on the face to start with. You offer him a sniff, that's like a horse handshake. Where you want to touch him first is right here on his shoulder, up on his neck, a friendly place. And at that point, you can come and start working on haltering. So now, Steve?
So the first thing that I did wrong a while ago is that I was just walking up unannounced to try to get him.
In a straight line.
And I was walking straight at him. I wasn't coming at an angle. I wasn't inviting him. Right. I was just reaching around, and he's like, I think I'm going to walk over here.
Right.
So
you went in a straight line to catch him, basically. Your posture was, I'm coming at you, I have an agenda,
got a job to do,
and I'm going to do it.
You're going to do what I want you to do.
Exactly.
Okay, so.
And he's like, well, maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, I'm going to translate a little bit of what you've been talking about in Spanish. Ella está hablando de cuando estamos agarrando el caballo, hay que invitar el caballo para trabajar con nosotros. Clem no sabía nada de mi persona, nada. Y cuando yo entré tratando de agarrar y poner el cabestro, él salió porque él no estaba interesado en alguien nuevo. Entonces eso es parte siempre tenemos voluntarios que son nuevos y vamos a tratar de ver si puedo poner el cabestro. La idea es que tengo que no de enfrentar, pero de este lado. So I want him to sniff me, right?
Mm-hmm.
A little bit. To say I'm okay and invite him.
That's like offering somebody your hand to shake your
Entonces
hand.
Es como de dar la mano, decir, hola, ¿cómo estás? La idea es que él te está diciendo que sí, and here's one that wants to really be friendly. Okay, so now then, ahora tengo que ver si él, now what do I do now? Should I approach him now, or is he basically saying he's not interested in me, or what?
He's saying he's not interested in you, but it's your job to get him interested in you now.
Okay.
So since he's in a corner, you're not going to go behind him, that's dangerous. So you're going to try to walk as close to them. That fence is hot, so be careful.
Okay, so come in about 45 degrees.
Right.
Estoy tratando, esto no es el caballo que quiero, pero de este lado. And so then I'm just going to come around. And so as he's feeling pressure now.
Yeah. So when he starts moving away, you want to move in wide circles around him.
Okay, ahora tengo que dar la vuelta en círculos grandes. Okay.
And when he gives you an eye, if he's looking at you,
so
you stop, turn at an angle, invite him.
Okay, so I'm inviting him just by being at an angle.
Yeah.
Estoy invitando. So I'm going to wait here till he comes to me?
No, he gave you an eye, and then he looks back away. So when he looks away, you continue your circle.
Okay, voy a continuar.
And the idea is to come around him in ever narrowing circles, spiraling down, reducing his bubble.
Estoy tratando de dar vueltas más cerca. Okay.
Until he'll allow you to approach him.
Okay, hasta que él va a darme.
Okay, as he moves away, you want to start circling around.
So I want to go back around the other way, or
either way.
It doesn't matter.
Without getting.
Yeah, being around. Okay. Vamos a dar la vuelta.
The key is to be watching with a soft eye, not looking in his eye, but if he looks at you and gives you his attention, then you stop, take a step away from him, and invite him to come to you.
Okay.
Offer a hand.
Like this? Or
yeah.
Like closer?
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
At any distance. Yeah. There you go. Then you reach in and touch him on the shoulder.
Okay.
Good. Now you want to see if you can come around to this side.
So should I come from
I would go around the back.
Around the back? Okay.
Yeah.
So
stay close to him with your body touching it.
Okay. So staying close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Here you go. And just come all the way back up to his shoulder with your hand on him. He's ready
Okay.
for a halter. Well, I thought he was.
He was pretty close. So at this point,
I would go kind of at an angle a little bit away from his head.
like this. Now,
As long as he's standing there and letting you touch him, you're good. There you go. And remember to get the upper strap in the pole groove right behind his ears.
okay. Okay, está mirando que hay que ponerlo. Now, do I need to tighten that up a little bit?
Yeah, it goes almost in the last hole on him.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
So the second to last.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay, the halter's
Thanks,
a little
Gwen.
bit behind. You want to make sure it goes in that, there's a little bit of groove, if you notice, right behind his ear.
So it,
Before that neck muscle starts, there's a little dent.
yeah.
That's
Hay
where
un
the
lugar
top part of the
aquí.
halter comes down.
Que dice que es el lugar, and I think I got it. Does it look right?
It looks a little far back.
Too far back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means I need to tighten it down probably.
Yeah.
Because it's... Sorry, Clem. You're having to get the B team today. Okay, so that's... How we doing? Whoops, sorry. Clem,
I think we're good.
ahí estamos. Thank you. Thank you.
Chloe.
All righty. Now what do I do next, Coach?
All right, I'm going to get this horse out of here. You're not coming. You're not coming. Okay. Once our horses have their halters on, then leading a horse, you want to have your rope always collected in your left hand, never looped around your hand or anything like that. Never have a loop around your hand. And I try to do everything on the ground similar to the way you're going to do it in the saddle. And so the lead rope you pick up with your hands on top of the rope. You want to have about an arm's length of rope between the snap and where you're holding, because you want to lead them with slack in the line. We're not dragging them around. They're going to come with us willingly. The snap time. So, and the position you want to be walking in is somewhere between shoulder even with the halter and shoulder with their shoulder. With gaited horses, you have to be careful not getting too far back because they have that outswing with their foots and only get stepped on. So, this is where the horse communication comes in. They are very well versed in body language and reading emotion. So as long as I'm in a relaxed position with her, I'm not asking anything, and I don't want to surprise her. Let me back up a little so I don't need to move. I don't want to surprise her so that she has to catch up with me. So I don't want to just like go from neutral to I'm walking. She's lagging behind. If I kept walking, I'd end up pulling on her. That's very unfair to her. She didn't know I was about to move. And then I'd be jerking on her, telling her to catch up. That's impolite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give her some pre-signals. First, I'm going to get my body in a position of I have somewhere to go. I'm going to use my eyes to look where I want to go. So she's got two signals already. I have straightened my body up and looked somewhere. And the next one, she's used to me teaching with her, so she's not as responsive. But the next one is I'm going to inhale and lean my shoulder slightly forward and bring the lead rope forward. So let me get her ready. I bring my body up, I look where I'm going, inhale, go forward, and then step off. And if she hadn't been stomping a fly, she would have stepped right off with me. I look where I'm going so she has time to follow me. When I'm wanting to stop, I'm going to exhale and kind of lean my body back. Now, I exhaled and leaned my body back before I stopped my feet, because the exhale and leaning my body back is her pre-signal. So she should stop with me. So again, flies. Should run fly break. Pay attention. I'm looking. Go. And if she doesn't, I give her just a little tug. In a game of tug of war, the horse always wins. That's why you need their cooperation. So Steve?
Okay, so I'm on the wrong side to start with, right? Or
Actually,
you always do
horses
it
should be able to lead from either
either side?
side.
Okay.
When he does, lead from either side. So
Okay.
you're welcome to lead whichever way you want to. Get somewhere between
So,
just behind his ears and just in front of his
so
shoulder.
when I'm ready to go, okay, Joey, thank you. Appreciate you. So then I basically the cue is I've got to straighten up and look where I'm going, and then I point. Is that what you're doing?
You kind of point, but it's mainly you're inhaling and kind of leaning forward.
Okay,
and
so then whenever I start walking, now he's not coming. so I just tug on him or what?
yeah, because you're leading with the loose hand.
Yeah. Okay, Clem, come on, let's go.
So what you want to do is not pull on him, but you tug like this.
Like a tug? Okay.
Yeah, you close your fingers
Okay.
and twist your wrist, just a bump.
Okay,
It's more of a bump than a tug.
Okay, a bump. All right. All right. So the idea is that my eyes are what I'm
Right.
like
Right.
controls. Okay.
For him to trust your leadership, you have to know where you're going. You have to see what's on the horizon. You have to be able to protect him.
Yeah.
So let's, at this point, to finish this lesson.
Yeah.
Oops, I lost my camera, lady. We're going to stop here, pick up segment 3 in the round pen.